60 minutes after the hour. Welcome back. Well, the Woodlands Marathon wrapped up a little bit more than a week ago. We always see stories of triumph and perseverance, but Melissa Wilson is going to introduce us to a runner who died while running and was brought back to life. So here is this week's Lunch for the Soul.
It was here, along Post Oak in the Galleria area, where criminal defense attorney Rand Minster was running the Houston Marathon when he died, but was brought back to life on January 15th, 2017.
I was running my 25th marathon, and I was very hot and sweaty, and I was suffering from heartburn. And right before here, I got violently ill, and I pulled over, but I was able to keep running. Then as I came through here, I started to see dark spots, and that's all I remember.
Feels like fate placed Rand in the right place at the right time.
I died for, as they tell me, 8 minutes.
What happened then?
Well, fortunately, where I happened to drop dead, there were quite a few people who knew CPR, and they administered CPR nonstop.
There was actually a doctor behind you, I understand?
There was a doctor, there was a high-risk neonatal nurse, and an emergency person who was able to render aid.
Rand and his family couldn't be more relieved that he survived cardiac arrest. The American Heart Association says his survival rate is only 10% for an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest.
I lost the genetic lottery, and I thought that good diet and exercise could compensate for that, and apparently it did not. But no one was more surprised than I was.
Rand stopped running marathons because his family was concerned about his health. He does walk 5 miles a day and says he's much more conscious of his lifestyle choices. His journey also has a major ripple effect on our community. The Houston area road runners took action after being inspired by his story.
They invited me to a lunch they were having, and I thought, why did they invite me? And it was because after my incident that they taught all their members, over 1,000 people, CPR.
Rand believes that very initiative is responsible for saving his friend's life when he also died from cardiac arrest in a park. But they had learned quality CPR and helped save his life. Rand was inspired to share his gratitude through his podcast called Thanks. He explores the profound impacts people have on each other's lives, as the people surrounding him at the marathon that day sure impacted his life. In the Galleria area,
That was Melissa Wilson reporting. And just a heads up too, like the American Heart Association and other groups will offer CPR classes. It'll cost you about $59, and it'll have you certified for an entire year, so you can be a person ready for that situation if you ever face it. Now you can join us for Lunch for the Soul this morning at 10:30, and you'll hear more about Rand's miraculous survival. You can find that on our Fox Local app, which is free for you to download. Also, the Fox 26 Facebook page and website as well.